Morning all, back from my holiday and just wanted to keep the walks going, so just stopped off this morning at a lake which is near my work. Not got a particularly heavy backpack on today, just my work bag, but it's probably around 3 kilos I think with all the kit and stuff that I carry, so yeah, it's not bad for just a light one. Did a really, not really long, but I did a 5k kind of weighted rucksack walk last night, and obviously did football, which I do on a Monday. So yeah, so not a bad start to the week really. So hoping to keep it going. Yeah, I thought in this video I'd just give you a bit of an update on my bit bright now, on my kind of fitness goals and how everything's kind of going. So yeah, at the start of the year after I did that boxing, I thought, oh, you know, I just want to kind of get a bit better shape really. But I've always tried over the years, and obviously I've done the like more fad stuff. I've like starved myself and I've done kind of fasting and stuff like that, which was kind of good. But I've always found I've just put kind of the weight back on. So I've just been searching for the last few years really, just to find a way of, you know, looking after myself a bit better, but without kind of fundamentally having to, you know, change my diet too much and the things I love. So, yeah, I've always been a big kind of like kind of sugar eater in my diet. So, often I would polish off packets of biscuits, and I've always loved biscuits and chocolate and stuff like that, which is probably my main issue for my weight. I'm not a particularly big portions eater, so but yeah, I do tend to eat a quite high amount of kind of sugar. So yeah, around March this year I thought maybe I might have diabetes or something, because I was tired all the time and considering the high sugar diet that I eat, I thought best get that checked out. So I had some blood tests, and yeah, luckily my sugar was fine, which is surprising to me. But yeah, and then the main issue was just high cholesterol. So I thought to myself, you know, I need to kind of do something about that really. And like I said, I didn't want to do any kind of fad diets or anything like that. So I thought, well, the main issue for me is the high kind of sugar diet, and I'd got in a bad habit probably the last 4 or 5 years of just on my way home from work thinking, oh, I've got like an hour's drive, I need to eat something. So I would pull up at petrol station if I needed fuel, or just a local shop on the way home. And I got this really bad habit of always buying like 2 of those Duo chocolate bars. Couldn't just have one, I have to have 2. 2 bags of like crisps, often like salt and vinegar discos, and obviously a diet pop, which is fine. But and that went on for quite a while, which I think at my heaviest I was around 110 kilos, and I'd got down to 100 kilos like a couple of years ago, but then it just went straight back on when I stopped the kind of diet that I was doing. So this time I thought I need to do something a bit different, and like I say, I think the sugar thing had become a little bit of an addiction, to be honest. Yeah, definitely. So like with any addiction, I thought, you know, I need to cut it out fully, which I'm never going to fully cut out sugar. Sugar's in a lot of things, but I thought the problem areas for me were those chocolate bars and eating packs of biscuits and stuff a lot. So I said to myself, right, that's it now. No more chocolate bars, no more kind of biscuits. And I've kept that going now for, I think, coming up to like 5 months. Yeah, so and it's just seen such a big kind of difference in my diet really, and my energy levels. I've been able to, I think now I weighed in last night at this football thing I do, and I'm 96 kilos. So that's really good. So I've nearly lost, say in February I was about 105. I've nearly lost 10 kilos coming up to, which is kind of the goal. So yeah, feeling a lot better. And I say all I've really done is cut out those eating packs of biscuits and eating those chocolate bars. I still buy crisps from time to time. I eat kind of Haribos and stuff like that a lot, and I still need to sort out the amount of fast food and stuff I eat. But yeah, I've been able to kind of lose that weight while still maintaining the kind of normal kind of diet that I had. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, in terms of the fitness, like you've seen, trying to do a lot more walking. The football I do on a Monday night is Man versus Fat. You may have seen adverts for it. So it's a scheme aimed at men with kind of high BMIs. And effectively what you do is you put into like a team. It's like 7-a-side. And each week you're weighed in before the games. And if you've kind of put weight on, it's an own goal. If you lose weight 3 weeks in a running, it's a goal, and you get like special bonuses for like percentages you lose, and if you lose weight 3 weeks in a row. So yeah, really good actually. Kind of encourages you to kind of think about, you know, on that Saturday night, you might think, oh, actually we're going out for a pizza tonight, so I'm not going to have a big lunch, and kind of makes you think about it because you don't want to let kind of your teammates down. So yeah, it's really good. I'd recommend that to anyone. You don't need to be a particularly good footballer. But saying that, I've seen I wasn't very good at that school and stuff, but I've definitely improved. This season I've been playing, I think I've scored 6 goals now, which anyone who's played football with me will be shocked because that isn't very me. Yeah, and yeah, just taking the kind of the weight side of it seriously, and just, yeah, it's good. I would recommend it. But yeah, so the reason I'm kind of sharing this really is just kind of to show that, you know, I follow some creators that I found have influenced me in terms of their kind of journeys, and they share their kind of like workout routine, and it's just like mega, and you just think, well, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got 6 hours a day to work out. So I'm sharing this just to kind of show that those little differences, those little changes in your diet can really kind of help. Like I say, no way near an expert. That's just what's worked for me, because like I say, the biggest problem for me was the high sugar and the chocolate bars and stuff I was eating. For other people it might be portions that they're doing, which is maybe a little bit different, because it's kind of changing your appetite to make your body want less, isn't it? But for me also, after about 2 weeks of cutting out those chocolate bars and biscuits, I didn't crave them anymore, which is what they say, that to create a habit, that the 2 weeks is kind of what you need. So yeah, it's pretty good. But equally, just to point out, I'm not a complete, you know, like I was on holiday recently. If someone had offered me a cake, I'll have a piece of cake. So I'm not complete. If it's someone's birthday, I'm still going to do that. It's just trying to, I think, just cutting out specifically those chocolate bars that, you know, and packs of biscuits. It's just kind of really kind of changed my my kind of what I crave and stuff, which is good. And particularly now, a few months in, I don't even think about it. Whereas before, you'd go into like shops and stuff, and you'd be like, have to try and avoid those sections because it was just too tempting. It has kind of been replaced with a squishies addiction and a Haribo, but yeah, it's nowhere near as bad as it was with the chocolate and biscuits, and I can kind of take and kind of leave them. But yeah, I think I'm rambling a little bit, I know, but I think cutting that stuff out has just reduced so many calories from the diet. So, like I say, I don't eat particularly healthy. I eat McDonald's a lot. I eat, you know, chicken and chips. I eat rice and chicken and, you know, stuff like that. I'm not a particularly healthy eater, but actually eating 3 meals a day and not having those extra calories from the chocolate bars and stuff, that's made such a massive difference in my and put me in a calorie deficit, basically, which is obviously what you hear a lot of people say, isn't it? I do occasionally, particularly in the early days, use MyFitnessPal and track what I'm eating, just so we can see then, so I can see if I'm keeping below the amount my maintenance calories, which if you use something like ChatGPT, that you can find out what that is. and what your maintenance things are. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that. I know I've gone on a little bit, but this is just where my kind of journey is. And like I say, I was expecting to have put weight on over my holiday, but I've actually lost some, so I'm pretty happy with that. Next target is 105, which I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks I can get down into the 105s, and then big push to try and get to that 90 kilos, which is my my target. How I came up with that target was just, I thought to myself, looking at footballers, I thought, who's not really skinny, but good kind of, looks like a good weight. So I thought, Harry Maguire. Obviously I think he's a little bit taller than me, but I thought, you know, that's probably, I imagine he's at a good weight. So I had a look and he's around 90. So I think that will be a good kilo set for me. So I'm going to leave it there because I think we're just over 10 minutes now and trying to keep these not too long. I hope you're enjoying listening to me or getting some kind of value out of it. Hopefully keep you updated on this side of the journey, but I'm going to do some videos on just on some of my kind of stuff I've been learning around leadership and stuff like that in work, so hopefully that might be interesting. Might talk a little bit about my fantasy football team on a Monday, how we've got on the weekend maybe, if anyone's interested in that. So I'll try and put a bit of variety on these. But yeah, if you do enjoy watching it, or you're just coming across it and you're like, oh, actually, yeah, I'd like to hear more from this idiot, yeah, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Right, I'll see you later. I'm going to head to work now. Bye.